Okay guys, we are live. Let me just check if everything is working or not. Okay, I guess now the session would be working perfectly. Okay, I think my audio is also clear. Right, let's begin. So hey everyone and welcome back to Geeks for Geeks. And guys, in this video we are going to build a very good project. So you can use this project in your colleges or you can upgrade this to make something big for any country. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to build a smart election voting system with face recognition. So we're going to use Python and some specific things are, first of all, for face detection, we're going to use OpenCV, okay, Python library. And what else we're going to use is we are going to use k nearest neighbor to actually identify and store the pages, and then later on we need comparison. Okay, that means suppose I saved my face data somewhere, okay, and I know that this person is what, Viraj or some other person. Okay, so later on when you go to vote, okay, at that time your face would be compared with the saved data. Okay, if your face is existing in the database, then you're allowed to vote. So how that comparison happens, we're going to use k nearest neighbor and a few lines of code. Okay, if you don't know machine learning, that's also fine because it's just few lines of code. But I would say that if you know machine learning, then that would also be fine. You would know how k nearest neighbor really works. Okay, so but yeah, this is pretty much it what we are going to do. So I'm going to explain the flow again. So first of all, we are going to create an application which is going to record face data for the first time. Okay, it's like you are registering to the government's portal for your Aadhaar card, right? You are creating your own Aadhaar card. Similarly, what we are going to do is we are going to create a portal where it's like a software, Python software or Python program, whatever you call it for now. So it's like it would record your data, it would record the frames of your face, right? So it would record around 50 frames. You can just change the frames as per your need. If you feel that it's not that accurate, you can increase the frames. Okay, so we're gonna take 50 frames, okay, 50 face images and train the model. Like it's like we're gonna save the 50 face images of this specific person or Aadhaar number, whatever you want to save through. So I'm gonna save 50 face images linked with this Aadhaar number. Okay, so I'm gonna ask enter your Aadhaar number and I'm gonna click 50 photos of that person. Simple. So these 50 photos belong to this specific Aadhaar number. Now we're going to save these face images in the form of pkl. Okay, .pkl. Okay, some of you might have heard. So pkl is a format where most of the data is saved, like face data, or you have some kind of text also. You can save this in the form of pkl. Okay, pickle. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna save all of the faces, my face, your friend's face, into a single file, okay, which is names.pkl, faces.pkl, okay, and in names.pkl we're gonna store the names. It's like my Aadhaar number, your Aadhaar number, and so on. So we're gonna name 50 images of mine, the Aadhaar number of mine, okay, similarly yours, and so on. Okay, so this is how you save the data. So this is the first portal where you register yourself. Now the second portal would be you're gonna go to give the vote, right? So when you want to give the vote, that means you must have what? Generally when you give vote, generally what you have is your Aadhaar number, your complete Aadhaar number, Aadhaar card and PAN card. That means you have an identity proof, right? Now in this case what we're gonna have is the face is our identity proof. Okay, so when I go to vote, okay, go for voting this time, what would happen? My face would be compared with the database faces. The 50 faces are stored, and similarly other 50, similarly other 50. Thousands of faces are stored like this. So my face would be found in the database. If that matches, then I would be allowed to vote. Okay, so I'll just write the flow once again here so that there is no confusion. And again, I'm going to state that we're going to use Python, OpenCV, and scikit-learn. Okay, these are the things which we're going to use. If you have knowledge of this, that's fine. But if you don't have knowledge, that's also fine, because you would understand things very easily. Okay, it's not a very big deal. Okay, and I would suggest that you can use this project anywhere. If you like, if you want to use somewhere in OpenCV as a beginner, you can use this project. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a simple diagram also first, so that we can follow that diagram. Okay, here. So we are going to draw some things here. So we have the election system, right? So smart election system. Okay, I'm going to zoom in the text, don't worry. I've named it as smart election system. You can name it anything else. And if someone from the government is watching this, uh, I'm ready to work on this furthermore. Okay, and guys, we can also team up to actually make something big out of this project. Okay, it's a very good project, and I think government is also looking to replace the EVMs machines which are currently being used in India. So we can actually make it digital like this. So it's like this is a common problem, right? So let me just tell you first of all, why do we need this system? So I think everyone is almost all of the people are here who are watching these videos are generally 18 plus. It's like it's for kids also. This content is for kids also, but generally the coders are 18 plus, or some college students, or someone working for a company, right? So right now there are elections going on in India, and you know that when we go for giving our vote early in the morning or in the evening during this summer, it feels like why, but as for the country you have to give the vote. But still it's like it's a very long process. You have to go there, and then there is a lot of crowd who is already there, so you have to give the vote. Some time would be taken, half an hour, maybe an hour, or sometimes 2 3 hours also. That's also the case. So for saving that, what I want is everyone can vote from their houses or very easily. This process must be really fast. Okay, so it's like we can make this more secure. We can use encryption, like WhatsApp messages which we use encrypted, end-to-end encrypted. So a lot of things can be done, but yeah, the main goal is I thought it this way. Okay, so this is the project which I built from scratch, and I thought it this way. Here, instead of going there and standing on the line and then waiting for your turn, again, long process. Instead of this, we can just use these kind of systems. Okay, although it's not that optimized for now, but still more upgradation would be there, and definitely it can scale up. It can be a good thing which can replace EVMs. Okay, voting machines which are currently here, right? So for now, this is a sample project, and it would work for sample cases, and it would work perfectly. But yeah, we can encrypt data and we can make it more secure in future. Okay, so let's come back here. So here I'm gonna just write two things, the first thing and second thing. Okay, so first thing is what? First thing is what? You're gonna register phase. So the first platform is what? Register. I don't know why it's too small. I'll just fix it. Register faces. Okay, so we can register thousands of users, 50 images per user. Okay, 50 faces per user. Okay, so it's like this angle, this angle, this angle, like this. Okay, so that's how you 50 frames, or you can decrease it also. That's totally fine. But like 50 is just an arbitrary number which I took. Okay, so similarly, what we're gonna do is give vote. Okay, so first of all, you're going to go to first time you're going to create your Aadhaar card. Next time you're going to use your Aadhaar card to give vote. Similarly, first of all, you're going to register your face, and next time when elections are happening, you're going to give your vote. Okay, so basically we are creating two platforms, right? I hope you got this. Inside this, we are going to just perform some tasks to store faces. Okay, to actually remember faces. Okay, to remember faces, that means this photo is of Viraj Jain, this photo is of Harshal Jain, other some people's. Okay, and this give vote would be used for comparisons. My web camera would be live comparing my photo with the database faces, right? So that's how comparison would happen while give vote. So now guys, first of all, let's try to write the code for register phases. Okay, so the first thing guys which you are going to need is Python. Okay, Python. So what you can do is you can just search easily for Python download. Okay, so this is Python. right? You can download this and download Python this version, this that would be fine. So you can see that it's downloading. Okay, right? So I'm just gonna close it for now. You can see I already have the setup, and you just need to install the setup, add path variable, okay, and then the Python installation would be done. So if you know Python, you know this stuff. Okay, very basic. So Python is needed, and also we are going to use VS Code IDE. So you can just search for VS Code IDE, okay, and you can just download it. Again, just click next, next, next while installing the setup of VS Code, and check all the checkboxes. That's it. So these are the two things which we really need. Okay, after this, guys, everything is fine. You don't need to install anything from the internet. We are going to use pip commands to install things via the command line. Okay, so now, guys, I'll just simply open VS Code. So here itself I'm gonna create a new folder. Okay, and guys, let's name this folder as what? So I'm just gonna name it as smart election GFG. Okay, so GFG, something like that for now. Okay, so you can see that this is an empty folder. I'm just going to open this with VS Code. So this empty folder would be loaded in VS Code, right? This is it. So if you have any queries or doubt, guys, you can mention in the live chat. Some people have asked what technologies we are going to use. So I've mentioned we're going to use Python, and inside that we're going to use OpenCV, this scikit-learn, and some extra packages like library or packages like pickle and like that. Okay, so it's computer vision based project, you can say. Okay, so here, guys, what we're gonna do is we would be first of all talking what packages we are going to need. Okay, so I'm going to create here requirements.txt, which I generally do at last, but still I'm doing it so that I know that what I need to install. Requirements.txt. So this is a file which we can say which would contain all the packages names which you want to install. Okay, so you can install all these packages at once. Okay, now I'm gonna go to my terminal, and here you can see it's here. Okay, so I'm just gonna type pip install, and if I just paste these things, you can see, okay, I think 5 and 32. Okay, requirement already satisfied, the sun is not recognized. Okay, I think I pasted it wrong way. Anyways, so I'm just gonna say pip install. That would be better. Okay, so I'm gonna install it one by one because of lines. Okay, so I'm gonna install it one by one anyways, or you can install the file directly also, the requirement.txt directly also, that's also fine. Pip install. Sometimes the package name changes, that's why I don't use that for now, but still you can use that also, installing all at once. Okay, so pip install and install pywin32. So you can see that all packages are installed. You can see requirements already satisfied, but that means I've already installed these packages. Fine. So now you can see that these packages are installed. We need these packages. Okay, this is it. And also check your Python version also, or Python also. If it's installed, then only pip command would work. Okay, for me it's working. That means Python is installed in mine. Okay, that's it. Basic Python installation. Just install the setup and Python would be installed. That's it. Nothing else you need. Okay, now, guys, what we're gonna do is we are going to say that first of all we are going to add faces. Okay, so I'm gonna create a file named as add underscore faces. Okay, add underscore faces dot py, right? And here I'm just gonna say that suppose a equals 10, and let's test this. Okay, if it's working or not. Just a second, guys. Just a second, guys. Okay, guys, so now I'm back. Actually, my friend just called me to hang out. Okay, let's finish this session first. Okay, so here you can see that a equals 10, and I'm just testing this first of all if there is any issue. So python python add underscore faces dot py. Okay, so you can see, yeah, there's no issue. That means no syntax issue, everything is fine. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to write code from scratch. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few packages. First of all, these are the packages which we need: cb2, pickle, numpy, snp, and os model. Okay, so again, Pickle would be used for creating .pkl files where we are going to store multiple thousands of users face data in the form of text. Okay, we are going to convert our face data to text data so that the size is less. Okay, we are not going to store photos, crores of photos. No, we're going to convert our face data to text. That's why we need pkl. Okay, and pickle or pkl, right? And then we need numpy so that we can create a numpy array. Okay, and it's like storing 50 images along with 50 names, okay, of a single person, right? Image names and image, right? So this is it. And os module is like for creating files or reading files, right? So you can see that it's here. Now guys, we're gonna say that I'm first of all gonna check whenever my whenever my application loads, whenever my file loads, add underscore faces.py, whenever it starts. Okay, so I'm gonna simply check data folder exists here or not. You can see that there is no data folder. So I'm just gonna say that whenever this application starts, whenever this file starts, add faces.py, first of all check that data exists or not, data folder exists or not. If that doesn't exist, then simply create it. That's it. Okay, so that's it. Now guys, let's continue. Do we use Anaconda instead of VS Code? Actually, Sanatan Singh, I am actually familiar more with VS Code. That's why I use VS Code. Although you can use Anaconda also or whatever you prefer. Okay, but I am a lot familiar with VS Code. Okay, and generally I'm a Monstack developer also, and I also do DSS stuff also. So for that, I generally prefer VS Code. All things at one place. So that's why. But yeah, you can use Anaconda also or anything. And one thing which I feel personally is Anaconda is not lightweight for your PC. Okay, so it's like if you want to make heavy applications, then that's good. Anaconda is good, but for general application or for some normal CPU usage, you can go for VS Code. That would be fine. Okay, so it's like for heavy projects, for heavy Python projects, then definitely you can go to Anaconda. But I generally prefer VS Code. Okay, that would be good for me, my PC. Okay, else it won't be able to take live sessions. Okay, so that's why I'm using VS Code, nothing else. Okay, so now guys, I have simply checked that whenever my file loads, I'm checking that it exists or not. By the way guys, I'm going to provide you the source code also, so don't worry about this. And after this I am, so first of all saying I want to load my webcam, this webcam. Okay, so what I'm gonna say is load my webcam. Okay, so for that we need to use cv2.video capture. So I'm just saying open my primary web camera. So this is what, this is selecting my primary web camera, my computer's web camera. Okay, so this code by the way would work on MacBook also. There might be some changes. Okay, you can just check with the help of ChatGPT. It would fix your code if you face any issue in MacBook. I personally tried it on some MacBook and it worked properly. There might be some changes. Okay, so you can just check for MacBook differently, but for Windows there is no issue. Okay, so this camera stuff is different for MacBooks. Okay, that's why I'm saying, right? So this is it. We have just targeted that I want to open my primary camera. Suppose you have 2-3 cameras, so here you can just change the index as per your demand. So 0 means first camera, 1 means second camera, 2 means third camera, right? That's how. Okay, and then guys, what we're gonna do is we are going to use the face detection. Okay, face detection. So face detection, so I'm just gonna name it as face detect. Okay, equals, and here I'm just gonna write cv2 dot, and here I'm just gonna write actually I think I would need to if you wanna install Python indentation, that would be fine. So you can just install this also. I haven't installed it in a while, so it's not that visible, but yeah, you can install this. Okay, so let's wait for a few seconds so that we can see suggestions also. Okay, till then let's continue directly. So yeah, here we have cascade classifier. So inside cascade classifier we have what? Yeah, now you can see that it's giving me suggestion and it's like the color change, looks good. Okay, looks good. So cascade classify, inside this we are going to use har cascade. Okay, har cascade. So I'm just gonna name I'm just gonna first of all give it cv2.data.har cascade. So this is har cascade, and this is actually a trained model for face detection, nothing else, by cv2 OpenCV. Okay, so you just need to just import it directly. It's available by default. Okay, it's available by default, so you just need to import it. Okay, so har cascade, and it's data file name and also the file. Okay, so you can see that I have just simply specified that I want to use this classifier for face detection. Okay, so in OpenCV we have this face detection classifier, har cascade. We have multiple classifiers also, but we are using har cascades. Okay, if you have some better one, you can use that. Okay, just for face detection, that's it. Okay, that's it. So this comes from OpenCV. Fine. So now after this, we have faces data array. So I'm going to create a empty faces data array. So this is going to store some images. Okay, some images into this array, 50 images or 20 images, whatever I want. So I'm going to store my images in this data. Okay, in this data. Fine. So now initially I'm going to say I equals 0. Okay, I equals 0. And we are going to run our loop to click images. Initially the loop would start from 0. It would run until 50 or 100, whatever images you want to click, right? Now, I'm gonna first of all ask enter your Aadhaar number or enter your full name, whatever you want to ask. It's not compulsory only for Aadhaar number. Enter your full name. Either you can just say enter your full name or enter your Aadhaar number. I'm gonna ask Aadhaar number so that I can link the faces directly to Aadhaar number. Okay, so I'm asking enter your Aadhaar number. Fine. Now, once it's done, what I can actually do is I can actually check if it's working or not for now. Let's check. So Python add faces, and you can see it's trying to start. Let's wait. So you can see it's asking for Aadhaar number. So 1 2 3 4. So you can see that, yeah, it stopped. That means it's working properly. There is no issue. Fine. So now I'm asking for Aadhaar number. I have stored my Aadhaar number inside name variable. Okay. So here now I'm going to decide how many images I want to click. So I want to click 51 images. Okay. So that's why I specified frame total 51. Okay. So you can just write 100. You can write 99. Whatever you want. It's up to you. Okay. So I'm storing this in a variable so that you can manipulate this as per your demand. Okay. Now I'm just gonna say that for now, for example, every frame would be clicked in milliseconds. Okay, so it's like I would suggest keep a pause of 2 frames. That means in 51 frames I want to keep a pause of 2 frames. That means for the first frame image is clicked. Now for the third frame image would be clicked. Now for the fifth frame image would be clicked. That means around 20-25 images would be clicked. This in this case, okay, 25 images, right? That's what I mean. That means total frames would be this, but I'm clicking 20-25 like that. Okay, so this is it. Now guys, what we're gonna say is we would simply say while true. That means we have to click. While true, just click photos. This loop would be just clicking photos for us. Okay, so inside this loop I'm gonna say that from 0 to total frames click images. From 0 to total frames just click images inside this loop. Okay, and once you reach that frames total, that means 51th index, just stop. Okay, that's what I'm saying here. Okay, so here guys, what I'm gonna say is first of all we need to read the video. Okay, we need to start the video. So you can see this is the video. We need to read the video. Okay, we need to read the video. Okay, so this would actually start the video. Okay, that's it. Okay, now guys, I'm gonna convert that specific image. So every second the video would be read. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna convert that specific frame. Okay, so you can see I'm getting the frame. In every millisecond I'm getting a frame. Okay, so I'm gonna convert that frame into gray. BGR to gray format, grayscale image. Okay, so it would convert the image to grayscale. Now after that, I'm also going to say use this face detection model to detect the face into the video. Okay, from the photo. This is the photo, right? This is the photo. We have taken the frame. That means it's a photo. Okay, photos, multiple photos make a video, right? That means frame means single photo. Whole video, single photo. That means single frame. Okay, so from that single frame I am taking out the face. I am detecting the face. Okay, now once I detect the face, what I want is I want to just say that I want to create I want to create some kind of frame. Okay, so for example I'm gonna say that show that frame. Okay, so show that frame. Okay, show that frame, and yes, show that frame. And also I'm gonna say that let's wait. Okay, let's wait for a few minutes. Okay, and here I'm just saying that for now let's wait. Okay, for now let's wait. So wait key 1, and also I'm saying that if someone presses Q or total frames exceed 50. Okay, for now I'm just saying that, then stop. Okay, so it's gonna take images again and again. Okay, and then I'm gonna stop. Okay, so for now I've specified it like this, and I think that's it. And we had to increment I also somewhere, but for now I haven't done that. I'm just running it till infinite. Okay, so let's run this, guys. Let's run this first, and we're gonna see what's the purpose of this extra thing which I've put on here. Okay, so Aadhaar number, so 1 2 3 4 for example. Here you can see that the problem is Let's check what's the cannot grab and okay, cannot grab frame. Okay, I guess this is the problem with webcam. Let's check again. Yes, now you can see that it has started. You can see that my other webcam, actually my primary webcam is being used in recording this live session. So you can see this is my other webcam, secondary webcam, and you can see that it has started recording. And you can see it showing me camera. Okay, that means my camera is working, and it's also detecting face, by the way. But now we have to show the rectangle or square, whatever you want. So we have to show a box around my face. Okay, box around my face. So how can I do that? So it's very easy, guys. Let's close this first. अरे हो जाए यार. Okay, so we're gonna close this. Yes, control C, just close this. Now guys, what we're going to do is we are going to run a loop to create a face. Okay, to create a box around my face. Let's do that. So for that, guys, what I'm gonna do is for loop, and every frame, okay. So I'm just saying that every frame from this face detection model, that means it would be detecting faces. Okay, so we are gonna get four parameters by default. Four parameters are by default in every face. Okay, so it's gonna detect multiple faces. Okay, every second is gonna click images and it's gonna detect multiple faces. Okay, so it's detecting the face. So from that I'm extracting these parameters. From these parameters I have to make a rectangle or square, whatever I want. Okay, so first of all I'm gonna crop the image. Okay, that means I'm gonna get the small box. Okay, I'm gonna get the small box. So I'm just getting the small box by simply saying crop img equals frame. Okay, so I'm just saying get the small box from the whole video, get the small box, that's crop image. Okay, then I'm saying that resize that image to 50 pixel. Okay, so that the size is very less. Okay, then guys I'm just gonna say that if so if length of faces data. Okay, faces data is what? Faces data is this. Right now it's 0. Okay, right now it's 0. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna capture this for 50, right? For 50 frames. That means from 0 to 50, right? That means less than equal to frames total, right? Like that. Okay, so 50 or 51, whatever you want, you can do it, right? So it would be running from 0 to 51 for now. Okay, and I can do one thing also. I can just say that for every second frame I want to capture image. That means for every second frame I've specified. So capture after frame. Okay, that means it would take for a pause of one frame and then capture again, like that. So that if you change your face like this, so at least the time is given to you. Okay, so it's like 0. Okay, so I'm just saying then when the it's divisible by 2, that means for every second frame, and also it would be working for 50 frames. That's it. Okay, now inside this, guys, I'm just gonna say that append the resize image. That means I'm passing the image inside the faces data array. That means 50 images inside the faces data array. Okay, now guys, what we're gonna do is we are gonna increment the I. That's it. So we're gonna increment the I. Okay, we're gonna increment the I so that it would increment. Right now, guys, after this, what we're gonna do is we are going to check. We are going to show text. Okay, so for that we have cv2.put text, cv2.put text. Okay, inside this method, guys, we have to provide the frame. Okay, the frame. Okay, the whole frame actually. Okay, the face detection part. Okay, I'm providing that, and here inside this frame, what I want to do is like the whole window. Okay, it's like not just the face, the whole window, whole video. From this video, inside this video, I have to create a small rectangle. Okay, so first of all I'm showing some kind of text. So I'm going to show the length of the data. That means how many frames have been counted. So faces data. Okay, and where you want to show, it's like 50 pixel. Okay, so 50, and also I'm gonna say that color complex, and some extra properties are also here, so you can check for now. Okay, and let's try to run this. Okay, let me just check if it's working properly or not. 1 2 3 4. and you can see guys that it has now started. So you can see that, yeah, it's showing me the text. Okay, so you can see after 51 frames it stopped. Okay, that means it's working perfectly. So it's like positioning the text. Okay, nothing else. You can search more about the properties of put text, you'll understand this. Now similarly, I want to create a rectangle box around my face. So how can I do that? So I'm just saying that at specific height and width and create a box. Okay, just create a box. So if I just save this, and now guys, again, if I just say add faces, so again, let's check this. So you can see that now it's trying to open this. Okay, again, I have to run this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and run. And this, you can see that now it's detecting my face also, right? So you can just change the color also if you want. You can just search more about this. How can I just manipulate this more? Okay, but for now, you know that it's able to detect the face and store the face data into this face data. Okay, face data. Okay, so okay, it's actually faces underscore data. Okay, it's actually faces underscore data, right? That's fine. Okay, so faces underscore data, faces underscore data. Yeah, everywhere the spelling is fine, but yeah, I just have to check. Fine. So you can see that now it's fine, the spelling is correct. Okay, so this is it. So we are able to store the faces data. Now once everything is done, so we're gonna destroy our windows. Okay, so we're gonna destroy our windows whenever the loop breaks. Okay, whenever the loop breaks, destroy our windows. Okay, so now after this, we are going to simply get the faces data. Okay, so we are going to suppose here, I'm just going to say here, I'm just going to say uh, print the, okay, print the faces data dot length. Just a second, guys. I think I did one mistake. Okay, yeah, that's why it wasn't working. I just used the JavaScript method. I'm sorry. So it's len in Python. It's len face data. Okay, so it's confusion for me. I use JavaScript also, C++ also. That's why. Okay, so I want to get print this also. Let me just check how many frames are being stored inside my array, because later on we are going to store this array into our database also. Okay, so run this. In line number 5, what happened? C. Okay, who wrote C here? Okay. Anyways, let's run this, and it would ask for Aadhaar number. Okay, some temporary Aadhaar number, and you can see that it's taking frames. You can see now it took frames, and you can see that the size of our face data array is 51. That means it's storing something. Okay, so now I'm going to convert this into a numpy array. Why? Because face data must be converted to numpy array. You are not going to store images. Okay, 50 images. You're going to store some face data in the form of text, right? So that data is very less. Okay, that's how big companies work, right? If you store thousands of images, just PNG format or JPEG format, still it would be very large data. So instead of this, we convert that image into text, some sequence of binary or anything, whatever you can say. Okay, we are just converting that into text or buffer, right? In general web development terms, we call it a buffer. That means image to text format, right? So here we are just saying that create a numpy array. Okay, so first of all, create a numpy array. Okay, just create this, and also we are going to reshape it. Okay, reshape all of them. Okay, reshape all of them, right? And then guys, let's check again if it's still there, data is still there or not. Let's check again for final. Okay, and it's gonna ask for Aadhaar, and again it would start detecting my face. You can see that it's detecting, and it's 51. That means everything is fine. Okay, it's converted, data is converted. You can print this also if you want to print. You can just print the faces data also. You would see some kind of ajeeb sa data. Okay, ajeeb sa data. So if I just run this, and again let's check 1, 2, 3, 4, and guys, it would take frames, right? And then after this, you can see that, yeah, it's kind of a buffer, right? It's kind of a buffer, right? So you can see that it's working. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so now guys, we have the face data, and now what we need to do is we need to just say that inside dir, inside this data directory, I want to look for names.pkl. Okay, so I'm just gonna say that if names.pkl does not exist inside data, then do something. Okay, else do something. Okay, else do something. Okay, again, similarly, I want to check it for faces underscore data dot pkl. That means I'm going to store names in specific file and faces in specific file, and I'm going to link every image with every name. Okay, so 50 images of mine would be clicked, and accordingly 50 names would be mapped. Okay, that's what I've said. Okay, and again, if faces data doesn't exist, then do something else. Okay, so now let's talk about names underscore pkl. So here I'm just saying that according to the frame, just get the names. Okay, just create the names and just dump those names. Okay, just dump those names, that's it. Okay, just dump those names. Okay, so I think there is some indentation issue. Okay, anyways, yes, that's fine. Okay, so you can see I'm just storing my names here. Okay, if names.pkl doesn't exist, if names.pkl exists, then get old names and append new names to it. Okay, suppose thousands of names are already there, I'm gonna append 50 names. Okay, 50 names again, so this is 50 names, right? Guys, just a second. I have specified the name also, right? So this is the name. You can see name would be the Aadhaar number, right? So I'm gonna store Aadhaar number, right? That's it. Okay, so Aadhaar number, and according to the frames, this would be stored, and each name would be mapped with the photo itself. Okay, so each name, that means Aadhaar number would be mapped to photo 1. Again, Aadhaar number would be mapped to photo 2. Aadhaar number would be mapped to photo 3. Okay, so it's like name is a single Aadhaar number, but still it's added 50 times, so that every single image, every single frame has the Aadhaar number. Okay, so for now I'm just getting the frames, I'm just getting the names, 50 Aadhaar numbers. Okay, 50 names, that is. Now here we are gonna say that in the else case, if it doesn't exist, then if it exists, if it doesn't exist, this is the case. But if it exists, then open this file. Okay, then open this file. Okay, read this file. If you have read this file, just load the data from this file, existing data. Okay, if the file already exists, okay, in that case, load the data. Then again append the new data to this names. Okay, append the new data. So names equals names plus new data, old data plus new data. Suppose last day you recorded someone's data, now there are new people, so you're gonna append the data, right? Append the data, right? So that's what you have done. Okay, and once you append the data, what you need to do is you need to just save the data. Okay, just save the data. Where you're gonna save the data? You're gonna save the data in same file. That means previously it was 50, now it's 100, now it's 150, and so on. Okay, so if file already exists, this is the case. If file doesn't exist, this was the case, right? Similarly, guys, we're gonna do this for faces data also. Okay, so I'm just saying that faces data would be here, right? So I'm just gonna say that faces data would be yeah, faces data. Okay, sorry. If faces data pkl does not exist, then just create. Okay, just create it, and also just dump the data. Okay, so it would be created and just dump the face data directly. Else, if it already exists, then append. Okay, then append. Okay, so I'm just appending, just like we did for names data, right? Similarly we did for faces data. So I'm just saying that if it already exists, then first of all get the old faces, append the faces using numpy, and then again just dump it. Just dump it, that's it. So that's how you can see, guys, it's working. And now I think everything is fine. Yes, everything is fine. Okay, so now, guys, what we're gonna do is we are going to just try to run this. Okay, just try to run this. Let's check files are being created here or not. Okay, so I'm just gonna click here, and let's say my Aadhaar number is what? My Aadhaar number is suppose 1234 1234. Okay, let's save it and let's open this. Okay, let's check. So you can see inside data, you can see faces data and names pkl exists. That means my files are being created. Okay, so now, guys, I'm gonna go to this test file. Now I have registered my face. Okay, now I registered my face to the government's portal. This task is done. Okay, this task is done. My face is registered. Now I have to give vote. That means next time when I go to give vote, I need to recognize my face. Okay, now my face is registered with my Aadhaar card. Okay, Aadhaar number and my face are now linked. Okay, now we are going to create one portal for giving vote. Okay, so let's say that give underscore vote dot py. Okay, inside this I'm gonna give vote. Okay, very easy. Okay, the weekend, hi the weekend. Here we're gonna give vote. So guys, don't worry, I'm gonna provide you the source code also. Now here what we actually happens is, suppose I'm gonna tell you basic diagram of KNN. Okay, so KNN diagram. Okay, so KNN diagram, so you would understand with the help of this diagram. So it's very simple. We have the data saved in names.pkl numpy array, so we have converted our names into an array. Okay, right? So it's like the similar data would be stored in the form of nearby neighbors. Okay, similarly similar data would be stored in nearby neighbors, and so on. So you can just see that, yeah, it's Geeks for Geeks page article. Here you can see, suppose this is person 1's face data, this is person 2's face data. Now this is the person who is trying to give vote. Okay, so whichever face data matches, that means is nearest. So you can see that according to this diagram, you can assume that blue is nearer to this one. Okay, blue is nearer to category 2. That means this is person 1's data. If suppose blue was nearer to person 2's data, then I would say this is person 2's data. That means this is the person giving vote, and this is the existing data, and this is also the existing data which we gave in add underscore faces. Right? So now we have to simply do this thing. We have to make comparison. First of all, we need to compare the webcam footage, okay, with this data or existing data or any other data, this data or this data, or there are multiple other faces also, other people's faces also, crores of people's faces, and then we would find that whose face it is. So I would open my webcam, and from the database I would look from the faces data underscore pkl, we need to look. Okay, so this is what KNN would do. Okay, so we are going to use the KNN classifier very easily from the sklearn package which we installed. Okay, so k neighbors classifier, and you can just learn more about this in machine learning. You can find YouTube tutorials also. Okay, then guys, we are going to need some packages also. So these are the packages: cv2 pickle numpy os csv time date time, and we are also going to need win32 com.client. okay, that's it. We are going to need these packages. Okay, now guys, I am also going to add voice also. Okay, voice also, that means sappy voice. Okay, so that if your vote has given, so it would just announce your vote has been recorded, thank you for voting. Okay, so now guys, for that we are simply going to say whatever string we are going to provide, that means whatever text we are going to provide, I want that to be converted to voice and repeat. So it's like text to speech. So this function is used for text to speech we are going to create. Okay, so here I'm just saying sappy dispatch, which voice you want to use. Okay, so we actually want to use this sappy voice, which is by default in Windows. Okay, so we are going to use this voice, and I've stored it inside the cspeak command. Right now I haven't spoken, I've decided which voice you are going to speak. Okay, so here we have decided which voice you are going to speak, and then I'm just going to say speak. Okay, speak dot, here we have the speak method. Okay, speak method, and it comes from win32, but you can use other packages also if you want, if you have some specific voices, or you can use Amitabh Bachchan's voice also if you want. So here I'm just going to provide that string. What can be the string? String can be hello world, thank you for voting, anything. Okay, so I'm just saying with this voice speak, that's it. Okay, so I can call this function now anytime whenever I want my program to speak. That's it. Okay, now guys, here we're just gonna say that capture the webcam again. Okay, so since my primary webcam is not working, I'm just gonna use my secondary webcam. So let's make it 1. Okay, if your primary webcam is working, just keep an eye on this. Okay, so you can see that it's 1, make it 0 if you have a primary webcam. I have 2-3 webcams, so I'm using 1 this time. Okay, similarly I'm using 1 this time because I have my other webcams also, so I'm using my other webcam. Okay, but initially use it with 0. If it doesn't work, then try with 1 or 2, whatever you want. Okay, now guys, again I'm gonna use the face classifier. Again the same classifier, because this was used to record the faces, right? This was used to record the faces. Now guys, again I'm gonna check that this os path exists or not. Okay, this exists or not, data exists or not, data directory. Okay, if doesn't, then create it. Okay, well, I think it's not needed, because obviously if you don't have people who are in your database, then there's no need to run the program further. You can close the program here itself, but still let's keep it as it is, what I've created. Okay, now here guys, I'm going to load the names. I'm going to load the names. So pickle.load f. Okay, pickle.load f. So pickle package would be used to load this file. Now similarly, I'm just gonna load the faces also. Again, load this. I will load the faces also. Okay, crores of faces, crores of names would be loaded. Okay, now I'm just going to say that get the nearest 5 neighbors or 6 neighbors, whatever you want. So you can see that I'm saying that this blue whatever 5 neighbors are nearest to this blue, that means that specific face belongs. So you can see, suppose these 5 neighbors are more nearer, that means this blue belongs to this space. Okay, I have to check 5 neighbors. Okay, 5 neighbors to this blue. Okay, whatever is nearest, I'm saying that this is person 1's data, or suppose person 2's data, or person 3's data. You can just search more about KNN later. So this is it. So here I'm just using KNN classifier. I've specified the neighbors. I have to look for nearest 5 neighbors around my circle. Okay, right? Now one more thing, I'm also going to fit the faces with labels. Okay, fit the faces with labels. That means I'm just labeling the Aadhaar number along with the faces. I'm just fitting those data. Okay, so that I can link this face is of this Aadhaar number, this face is of this Aadhaar number for my existing data in database. What's my database, by the way? This is my database. Sorry, this is my database. This is my database, right? Faces, data, and names. This is my database, right? So I'm just mapping both of these files together. That's it. That's it. I have mapped it. Okay. Now, guys, I'm just gonna say we are also going to use some background image also. So I hope koi if you are belonging to some political party, don't get offended. Okay, so I've just used some sample image. Okay, so this is a sample image, some sample background, but yeah, you can create a proper UI also, GUI also, but for that you would need some extra Python knowledge, GUI also. But for now I've just created a simple image, okay, just to show things. And in between this box I'm going to show my camera. Okay, so press 1 for BJP, 2 for Congress, 3 for AAP, and so on. Okay, so it's like you can vote for anyone, you're free to vote, but yeah, just saying. Okay, so now guys, what we're gonna do is, here we have to simply say that we have fitted the data. Okay, now I need to simply yes, we need to load the image. Okay, so we need to load the image also. Okay, so I'm just going to load the background.png. That's it. I've loaded the image. Fine. So I have readed the image with the help of CV2. Okay, now I've created 4 columns. So I have to decide columns also. So I'm going to decide the columns. It's like the name, Aadhaar number, or whatever name you want to show, the vote. Okay, who have you voted? BJP, Congress, AAP, or none, right? What's the date and what's the time. So I'm storing this data in the form of table, and where we are going to save, we're going to save that data in votes.csv. Okay, so here I'm just going to create votes.csv. That's it. Here we are going to save the data. Okay, so just create that file. Right here we are going to save the data. Now I'm just going to say again, create a while loop, and you have opened the web camera. Where is your web camera? You can see that you have opened the web camera, and also you have the data from database. You're going to compare the web camera footage with already existing data with the help of KNN, right? Whoever data matches, that's the person. Okay, if that the person doesn't exist, so it won't show any name. Okay, you don't exist in database, or whatever you want you can show. Okay, so first of all, I'm reading every frame from my webcam again. Okay, then guys, what I'm gonna do is I can just say that convert the image to grayscale. Okay, then I can say that use face detection. Okay, then guys, I can just say that detect for all x number of times. Okay, infinite number of times. I'm just running this loop. Okay, so it's like I'm gonna run it till n number of times. Okay, until the person has voted. I'm just gonna run this loop. Okay, there is no issue. Okay, this time there is no condition for 50 frames or 400 frames. I'm gonna run it until the person has voted. Okay, now here guys, I'm just gonna say that first of all, crop the image. Okay, so crop the image, that means crop this only specific face part, get this only specific face part. That's it. Okay, now guys, I'm just gonna resize the image to 50 pixel. Okay, and flatten the image. Okay, now I'm gonna say that predict the resized image. Okay, that means I'm gonna provide my resized image, okay, to this KNN model. Okay, you can see I've just provided the labels and data, and I'm making my comparing my database data with the live webcam footage. That's it. Okay, this would simply give me label according to the image. This would give me label. Okay, so if I provide faces, it's gonna give me label. Okay, so it's gonna give me label as output. That's it. Okay, and also I'm gonna store the time also. Okay, and also I'm going to store the date also from Python. Okay, then I'm also going to store the timestamp also if I want. Okay, and I would also check if vote exists or not, votes.csv exist or not. If it doesn't exist, then just add a flag. If it doesn't exist, throw an error or do whatever you want. Mine exists, I've created this, that means it's gonna work perfectly. Okay, now guys, we're gonna create a rectangle around our face, right? We're gonna create a rectangle around our face. That's it. Okay, and we need one more rectangle. Okay, we need one more rectangle. So first of all, let's check how it works. Okay, so I'm gonna run give vote.py. So okay, let me first of all close it here. That's it. Okay, so now we're gonna run this. Okay, how we can run this? So I'm just gonna write Python give underscore vote dot py. Okay, give vote dot py. So you can see that it's running. Okay, and let's check. Let's wait. So you can see that, guys, it's showing, but where you want to show. So the UI is actually too big. We can fix that later. I think there is some way to just decrease the size, or anyways. So you can see that, guys, here what I want is I want to show my webcam here. Show my webcam here. How can I do that? So for that, guys, let me first of all close it. Okay, I've closed it. Now here I want to create a rectangle. So first of all, I've created one rectangle. Okay, now I'm gonna create some more rectangles. Okay, and now, guys, I have to also show the, okay, I've shown the image background also, but I haven't shown the image. Okay, I have to check. Right, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, fine, 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 fine. So yeah, I've created three rectangles, and I would also put some text would be what, whose face data it is. So I'm just saying that output would be shown, whatever output comes, Aadhaar number would be the output. To that frame I want to put that text. Okay, again the same styles. Okay, and you can just learn more about this by searching manually what are these parameters exactly. So this is some long concept in CV2. Just search about this, how to create rectangles. You would get brief by ChatGPT or wherever you can go. Okay, again I'm creating one more rectangle for putting the frame. Okay, so that's it. Let's check this again, and let's check this again. I'm gonna run that again. Okay, okay, still it's not showing me the face. Maybe I've done some mistake. Okay, anyways, we'll fix that. Let me first of all close it. I think I have to do something else also. Now, guys, suppose your face is detected. Okay, suppose your face is detected. I'm gonna take attendance. That means your vote attendance. Okay, equals output 0. Okay, output 0. That means your Aadhaar number, and also the current timestamp. Okay, I'm gonna store it like that. Okay, I'm gonna create an array out of these two. Okay, and also yeah, I need to show in image background at that specific box. I want to show things. Okay, here I was showing things. Okay, so at that specific point of screen, at that specific point of screen, I'm showing my frame. Okay, now let's test this. Now I think this time it would show my camera. So guys, now you can see that it's perfectly showing my camera, and it's also showing my label. You can see that it directly identified my Aadhaar number, which we stored in our database, right? So you can see that it's working perfectly. You can just change the positions and also style it a little bit if you are an expert in GUI. Right now I'm leaving it like this because of my, I think it's because of my window size, but anyways, I'm just gonna leave it for now, and I'll just add close instructions also. Okay, how to close it. Okay, so for that I'm gonna close it automatically when face data is recorded. That means, sorry, when vote is recorded. Right now it's just comparing my face with database data continuously. Okay, infinite times. This is running till infinite times. There is no limit. Once I give the vote, this would stop. I want this to stop. So how can I do that? So below this, I'm just gonna say that if that person already exists or not. Okay, so check if already exists. That means check if I have already voted or not. Okay, check if I have already voted or not. So inside this function, I'm just gonna say use try and accept. Okay, use try and accept. If there is an error, I'm gonna pass it inside this. Okay, so if there is some error, I'm gonna show it here. Okay, but if everything is fine, I'm gonna run it inside try catch. Okay, so I'm gonna open votes.csv. I'm gonna store my votes here only, right? Votes.csv. So I'm opening votes.csv. I'm checking if this person has already voted or not. If that person has already voted, he is not allowed to give vote, right? So that's what I'm saying. Open votes.csv. Okay, now below this, I'm just gonna open my reader. Okay, so I'm gonna read the CSV file. Okay, CSV reader. Then, guys, I'm just gonna say that find that specific row. Okay, find that specific row, find that specific value in every row. Okay, whichever row contains that value, I'm gonna provide the name only or whatever I want, Aadhaar number. I'm gonna find that Aadhaar number in votes. if that person has already voted, his Aadhaar number would be in the list of votes.csv. Okay, that's what I've said. Okay, so if it's there, I'm gonna return true. Okay, else I'm gonna return false if it's not there. Okay, and we are using the try catch also. You can use it properly if you want. Okay, so you can make this more optimized definitely, but for now we are making it run properly. Okay, so now I'm just gonna say that is the voter existing or not. So we are simply going to create a variable and we are going to just pass the output 0. That means the Aadhaar number inside this function. That's it. So it would return true or false. So we have either true or false. So I'm just gonna say that if you have already voted, that means you have already voted, you're gonna get this voice text. Okay, you have already voted, this is the voice text, right? Now similarly, if you haven't voted, okay, if you haven't voted, that means you would be pressing some numbers. Okay, so if you have pressed 1, so I'm just gonna say k equals ord1, that means you have pressed 1. Okay, similarly you have pressed 2. Okay, similarly you have pressed 3, and so on. So you're just going, first of all saying, first of all speak, your vote has been recorded. Okay, that means you have pressed 1, that means you have voted for someone. Okay, only one time it would be allowed, right? Then guys, you're just gonna say that you are just saying that if votes.csv exists, okay, if votes.csv exists, okay, at the for loop top we have added votes.csv exists, right? That variable exists. So here I'm just saying that if exist equals true, votes.csv exists, then just simply open the votes.csv. Okay, just open the votes.csv. That's it. And what else you want to do? You want to just write whatever person you have voted, so you know that one is supposed for BJP or some other. So I'm just saying that this specific Aadhaar number is for this specific political party and the date and timestamp. That's it. Okay, that's it. Now I am going to write this into a row. Okay, into a row. That's it. Now I'm just going to close this. Okay, close this CSV file. That's it. So this is for BJP. But yeah, if this file doesn't exist, then what you can do is you can just say, if this file doesn't exist, then simply create the file. Okay, then simply create the file or do something. Okay, I'm just saying that if this file doesn't exist, then again open and then write it directly. Yes. Yes, you can see that if file exists, then this would be the case. If file doesn't exist, this would be the case. So at the end, we are just storing our votes. Okay, we are just storing our votes. Now guys, you can see that this is for BJP. Okay, this is for BJP. Now similarly, we can go for Congress also. Okay, we can go for AAP also. That means similarly, the ORD would be 3, 4 and so on. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy and paste all these ORDs. Okay, so let me just explain this very easily. So you can see instead of BJP, suppose someone pressed 2, that means I want to vote for Congress. Okay, so your vote has been recorded. Okay, and here if you want to just keep a pause, that would also be fine. Let me just check, have I kept the pause also? Okay, just keep some pause also, else it would be closed directly. So we can wait for 3 seconds or 2 seconds, how many seconds you want, you can wait. Okay, similarly here also I'm gonna wait for a few seconds, 3 seconds. Okay, so your vote has been recorded. Wait for 3 seconds till the and then save the data. Okay, Congress, date and timestamp. So it's like it's not automatically closed in 1 millisecond. It's gonna take a few seconds so that it looks normal. Okay, so I'm just saying that store Congress and with that Aadhaar number and things into the votes.csv. Okay, similarly for third one, I'm also doing the same thing. Okay, I'm storing it for app, and for the fourth one, I'm storing it for nota. Okay, none of the above. Okay, none of the above. So you can see now I'm storing the votes. Okay, now I'm storing the votes inside votes.csv. Okay, once the votes are being stored, just close the webcam. Okay, so video.release. Okay, and destroy all windows. Okay, whatever windows are open. Now you can just manipulate this to actually use a small window size. That would be fine. For now, I'm just using it like this. Okay, so that it's actually happening because of background.png. The window size looks really large. So you can just search more about this, what would be the size, and then size it accordingly. Okay, for now you can see that this part is done. Now let's try to give vote. Okay, now let's try to give vote. So I'm just gonna open givevote.py. And guys, you can see that it has opened this page. Okay, so now you can see that once I press, suppose if I press 4,
Your vote
किसी
has
को
been
वोट नहीं देना.
recorded.
So if I press 4, you can see that it's gonna take a few seconds,
Participating in the elections.
and you can see that now it closed automatically. It spoke, you have voted successfully, but since I'm taking the live session, the speaker is not working. Okay, now after this, let's go to votes.csv, and you can see that this specific person voted for Nota, and this is it. And if you open this on Excel file, you would see this in Excel format, right? Similarly, now let's try to vote again. Okay, now let's try to vote again. Acha, okay, if you have already voted, let me just give a console log also so that you can identify. Check if exist, return true. If voter exists, you have already voted. I'm also going to print this. Okay, so print. Okay, print. So that it's easy. You can also print other statement also. Your vote has been recorded here also. Okay, for now I'm just doing it for this case. Okay, you have already voted. Okay, so I've already voted, right? Now let's try to give vote again. Okay, let's try to give vote again. Let's try to test our application. So you can see that you have already voted comes in there, and it closes, and it closes. Okay, so that's how our application works. First of all, we are going to register our face with the help of add faces data, and then we are going to give our vote, right? That's how it works, right, guys? So now you can see that the project is completed. This was a really cool project. It uses face detection technology and also face recognition, and we have used some basic ML stuff, that is k nearest neighbors, right? So now, guys, I'm going to upload this source code to GitHub. So I'm just going to open the, okay, here in the terminal, we are going to upload the code to GitHub. Okay, so let me just create a GitHub repo, github.com/viraj01 okay. Hi, I am cool with Python, but looking what's going on now, I think the project is more of machine learning, right? Okay, so it's like basic ML, very basic ML. It's like you can learn this much in 2-3 days. Very basic ML. Okay, and it's like a college major project or minor project, whatever you can just understand. Okay, so it's like that. It's not a very, I would say, very great project, but it's like it can be very great project in future if you optimize it. You can encrypt it, and if government wants to make these kind of projects, then you can just apply, and maybe you can work with me as a team, right? So someone messaged, wow, thanks yaar Jeet, you Akto, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. How can I get connected to you? How can I get connected with you? You can actually contact me. First of all, you can visit my GitHub profile, github.com slash VIRAJJ014. Okay, so you can just connect me. You can just go to my GitHub profile, and here you can see that that's my LinkedIn, that's my Instagram, that's my YouTube. Okay, so if you want to connect, you can just message me from here, or else you can just comment below. That would also be great. Okay, it's too basic to add in CV. Yes, I would say that it's too basic. Generally, you don't add minor projects in your CV. You have to make good projects, big projects. But definitely, if you add it in CV, it would be like you have some knowledge. Okay, you can just specify. It's not like you have to show the UI. You can make a better UI. It's like how you write things. Okay, so it's like for now, you just know that you have used OpenCV and KNN. Okay, so you can just specify that I have used machine learning, KNN. I also use face detection using OpenCV. I also use some Python packages to actually store the face data into the text-based data. So you can just elaborate things, right? You can write things properly. That's what it matters. That's why it matters. Okay, and UI is up to you. You can make a better GUI, and honestly, I'm not that a good GUI developer, but yeah, I write logics very efficiently, so that's why I created this project. Okay, and someone mentioned brilliant idea of AI and current affairs with good demo. I request you to put this in GitHub projects. Okay, I'm just passing this to my GitHub repository, and if you want to contact me, you can contact me here, or yeah, you can comment below also. That would be also fine. I'll reply. Okay, so I'll just create a new repo. Finally, I'll upload the source code. So I'm just gonna name it as SMART election GFG. Okay, I'm gonna write it like this. You can just find this repo. I'll just share you the repo also. So let's create it. I'm gonna keep it public also. Public repository. There is nothing. You can use this. You can add your own logic, make a better one. Maybe apply it on the government's portal. You can just share this with government also if you want. And if you are sharing this with the government, please tell me also, so that I feel proud you are using this one and making something better out of it. Okay, so here, guys, we are going to paste it, and I'm gonna say that, by the way, one fun fact, this Aadhaar card which you see nowadays is created by Infosys. So do you think that that's a very big thing? If you see the Aadhaar system right now, most of the developers right now are trained enough to which can build the Aadhaar card kind of system. Similarly, right now this technology, this face detection in voting is not yet implemented, so you can actually do something for it, for the country. Okay, it's like saves a lot of time. You don't need to go in huge lines. You can make mobile applications so that people can vote from their houses using face detection. It's going to be very easy, right? It's going to be very easy, and you can make end-to-end encryption. That means you can encrypt this data. Okay, you can hash this data so that no one can recognize this data, so it's going to be very safe. Okay, no one can manipulate this also, and you can use servers to save this data into the database, into cloud, so that no one can delete this. It's like what happens with EVM is, suppose multiple EVMs are going in a bus and the bus is destroyed, so EVM machines are destroyed. Okay, that can't happen with this case, right? That's the benefit. Okay, so I'm just gonna upload this to my GitHub, so let's upload this. Okay, I think now it's uploaded. So guys, you can see that in my GitHub repository, I have uploaded this. So if you want to get this GitHub repository, we'll provide this in the comment section later. Or else what you can do is you can just search github.com/viraj014 and the repositories, guys, you can just go here and just search for this smart election GFG here. Okay, you would find this repository. You can mark this as a star, or you can fork it if you now know how to use it. Now this is the repository. It contains the whole source code, right? So this is it. I've also shared this in the live chat. I'll also provide it in the comment section later. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this session, enjoyed this project. You can use this project in your colleges also, or modify it. You can use this for country also. It's gonna be great for us. Okay, so that's it for today. I will see you in the next one. You can also suggest me for some more projects like this one, and we are actually planning a cricket based project. Let's see if it works properly. We are gonna take session on it. So I will see you in the next one. Till then,